This is a world where heroes walk among us, a world where they are celebrated, admired, and trusted. They are the shining beacons of hope, the protectors of the weak, and the defenders of justice. Or at least that's what they want you to believe. But the truth is far darker. Heroes, they're not what they seem. Some are saviors, yes, but others? They're nothing more than wolves in sheep's clothing. They hide behind their titles, their fame, and their power. They take what they want, destroy what they don't, and leave the rest of us to pick up the pieces. In this world where corruption festers in the shadows, there are those who refuse to stay silent, those who fight back. This is the story of one such person, a young woman who has lost everything to the so-called heroes, a woman who has made it her mission to bring them down, one by one. They call her a killer, but to her, she's the only one seeking true justice. The city sleeps under a blanket of darkness. The streets are quiet, but not peaceful. Danger lurks in every corner, and the people live in fear, not of villains, but of the very heroes sworn to protect them. Somewhere in this sprawling metropolis, a man stands tall, basking in his own glory. A hero, or so he claims. Look at him, standing there, surveying the city like a king watching over his kingdom. His name doesn't matter. What matters is what he's done, the lives he's ruined, the people he's hurt. But he doesn't think about that. No, he's too busy reveling in his power, in the adoration of the people who don't know the truth. But someone knows, someone is watching him, and tonight, his reign ends. From the shadows she emerges, a young woman cloaked in black, her face hidden beneath a hood. Her eyes burn with a cold, unrelenting fury. She moves with purpose, her every step silent, calculated. In her hand she holds a blade, sharp, deadly, and ready to strike. She's not here to talk. She's not here to negotiate. She's here to deliver justice, her kind of justice. He senses her presence before he sees her. His voice is loud, commanding, but there's a hint of fear in it. He's not used to being hunted. He's not used to being the prey. She steps into the light, her blade glinting in the moonlight. Her expression is cold, unyielding. She doesn't say a word at first. She doesn't need to. Her presence alone speaks volumes. He tries to assert himself, shouting, "Do you know who I am? I'm a hero. You don't want to mess with me." A hero, that's what he calls himself. But she knows better. She's seen what he's done. She's seen the lives he's destroyed, the people he's hurt, and she's not afraid of him. He strikes first, unleashing a burst of energy that lights up the rooftop, but she's ready. She dodges with ease, her movements fluid and precise. She's not just skilled, she's relentless. Every step, every strike is calculated to bring him down. The hero fights back, his attacks growing more desperate with each passing second. He's strong, yes, but strength means nothing without control, and she's in complete control. As they fight, her mind flashes back to the past, to the day her life was torn apart. She remembers the screams, the chaos, the destruction, and at the center of it all, a hero, the same kind of hero who now stands before her, pleading for his life. She remembers it clearly, the day everything changed. Her family, her friends, her entire world, destroyed in an instant, and the one responsible, a hero, a man who was supposed to protect them, a man who walked away from the destruction he caused without a second thought. That was the day she realized the truth. That was the day she decided to fight back. They call themselves protectors, but they're nothing more than monsters. They take what they want, destroy what they don't, and leave the rest of us to suffer. She's had enough. She won't let them get away with it anymore. She remembers the faces of the people who were left behind, the ones who cried out for help only to be ignored, the ones who lost everything just like she did, and she remembers the heroes who turned their backs on them, the ones who smiled for the cameras while the world burned behind them. That's why she fights, not for revenge, but for justice, true justice, the kind that doesn't come with fame or glory, the kind that doesn't care about titles or reputations, the kind that holds everyone accountable no matter who they are. With one final strike, she disarms him. He falls to the ground, defeated, his confidence shattered, He looks up at her, his eyes wide with fear. He pleads, "Wait, please, you don't understand. I was just—" But she doesn't let him finish. She's heard it all before. The excuses, the lies, they mean nothing to her, not anymore. And just like that, it's over. Another so-called hero brought to justice. Another monster taken down. She wipes the blood from her blade and disappears into the night. To some, she's a villain, a murderer. But to her, she's something else. She's the only one willing to do what needs to be done. The only one willing to fight back against the corruption that hides behind the mask of heroism. They call her a killer, but she knows the truth. She's not the villain here. She's the one cleaning up their mess, one hero at a time. And this is only the beginning.